Okay, today we are having lecture number 4 of English language, which is kinds of noun. As you have done parts of a speech, so it will not create problem for you to understand the kinds of noun. We have these 7 kinds of nouns: common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, material noun, collective noun, countable and uncountable noun. So we have 7 kinds of noun. Now this is the flow chart what you have to make in your written copies also after making the title page. After making the title page, first you have to make this flow chart. It's up to you, you make it horizontally or vertically. It's up to you according to the writing or according to the shapes you are making over there. So we have this flowchart. You have to make this flowchart in your copies before starting any written work, any definition kind of work in your copies. It will be made first. Then we have first kind of noun, which is common noun. I gave you a brief description, a brief introduction about these kinds when we are having the lecture of parts of a speech. The first part was noun, and I give you a small introduction about all these kinds. Now we are having this proper topic here, and we will learn in depth all the things about these kinds. It is used to name people, places, or things, as it's also a very basic definition of noun. So noun is used to name the people, places, or things. But common nouns are used to name the people, places, or things in general. Okay, we are not emphasizing at any one or at any particular thing, but these all names for the people, places, or things, they are in use generally, commonly, you can say. By the name of the kind, it's clear that these are the common nouns. It refers to the class or type of person or thing without being specific. Means we are not identifying a specific or special or any particular type of person, place, or thing, but they are commonly used. For example, girl, city. For to every girl we call girl. Okay, to every city we call city. We are not specifying, we are not emphasizing on any particular type of city. Okay, these words are used commonly. For every city I will use the word city. Animals, there are lots of animal. Okay, different kinds of animal, but for all these group we call animals. Then house, I'm not specifying any particular house. Okay, now food, etc. These all the names which we use commonly for the people, places, things, animal, or whatever is there in front of you. But you have to be very clear that what are the common nouns. They are generally used names for the people, places, or thing. They are used generally, they are used commonly. Okay, when you will get the definition of proper noun, it will be clear to you. Now we have the second, which is proper noun, used to name a specific or individual person. Means it is not general. Okay, it is not common. We are emphasizing or we are specifying a particular person who is individual. Okay, so these are the names or proper noun used to name a specific or individual person, place, or thing. Proper noun begins with a capital letter because these all are specified people, person, or place. They are not commonly used, but they are emphasized, they are particular, and they are very special to whom we are calling with the proper nouns. For example, John, it's a name of boy. To every boy we don't call John. Obviously every boy has its own identical or individual name. Okay, everybody, every girl, every boy has its own name to identify from the group of a boy. Okay, if we have a group of 10 boys, then I will call John, only John will come out from the group. Okay, but if I call if I call boy come here, then all the boys will look at me that to whom I am calling. But if I said no, John come to me, then only John will come to me, not all the boys will come to me. So proper nouns are the name of the person, place or thing which are very specific, which are individual, which are to whom we are identifying with their names. To every boy we don't call John. And a very important thing you should remember that proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Okay, then London. To every city we call city, to every country we call country. But London is a specific place. Okay, this is the specific name. Then we have Pluto, France. All these names are having first letter capital because they are proper nouns. They are not commonly used and they are individual in their groups. Like Pakistan. We have lots of countries in this world, but Pakistan is only one. Okay, so all these words which are specific or which has you can say which we emphasize on and we specify all those names of person, place or things, these all are proper nouns. Their first letter must be capital to show the importance of that name. Now, these are the list of common and proper nouns. You can say these first left hand side of the table is only noun, you may say, or they can be called common noun. Students, to all the students who are listening to me right now or who are getting knowledge in the classroom, all the people are called students. Okay, but Ali is a particular person, Ahmad is a different personality, and Sarah, John, these all four are different students. Their names are starting with the first letter capital and they are having their they are having their own names. Okay, but if I call all the people sitting in the class, I will call them students because they all are students. It is this word students is used commonly for all the people who are studying in the class. Then we have holidays, Independence Day, Pakistan Resolution Day, Eid Day. We have different types of customs or these celebrations. So all the holidays are called holidays. But if I make a particular day name, because 14th August is the Independence Day, we don't call it a holiday. It is a holiday, but it has a specific name also. Pakistan Resolution Day, which is 23rd March. Okay, we celebrate this day on 23rd March. It is a holiday, but it has a particular name also. So this is proper noun and this left hand side, it is common noun. Then newspapers, to all the newspapers, we call newspaper. But if I call no, I need Jung newspaper, so the shopkeeper will take out a particular newspaper which has the name Jung, Ummat, The Dawn. Okay, everybody has got their own way of reading. So these all are Ummat, Jung, The Dawn. These are the particular name of the newspapers. I am not talking about any newspaper. I'm talking about the particular name of the newspaper. Then we have city. Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad. City, we we have lots of cities. We have so many cities in Pakistan, but Karachi is one, Lahore is one, Islamabad is one. So they are having their first letter capitals because they are individual in Pakistan. They all three are having the identity. Okay, countries: Pakistan, America, Russia. Banks: Allied Bank, Bank Al Habib, or Metropolitan Bank, you may say, Askari Bank. These all are particular banks. Continents: Africa, Australia, Asia. So the names of all the proper nouns have their first letter capital This is the identification of proper noun, whether they are coming in the middle of the sentence, but their first letter must be capital. And these are the common nouns. If you are starting the sentence with these letters, then their first letter must be capital. Or if you are giving headings of all these nouns, then you will make the first letter capital. Otherwise, they're in the middle of the sentence, their first letter doesn't be the capital. So this is the difference between common noun and proper noun. So what are the things you have to remember between common and proper noun? Common nouns are common names of person, things, places, animals, or events. To denote these person, things, animal, places, or events, you use common nouns commonly. They start with a small letter. Proper nouns are specific name of persons. There are particular names of persons, things, places, animals, and events. They always start with a capital letter. Then we have number 3, abstract noun. Okay, have no physical existence means they are untouchable. We cannot touch them, we cannot hold them, we cannot see them. They are invisible also. So they have no physical existence. They refer to ideas. Ideas, we cannot touch the ideas. Okay, we cannot hold the ideas in our hands. They refer to ideas, emotions, and concepts you cannot see, touch, hear, smell, or taste. These all are abstract noun which we cannot touch. They don't have any physical existence. They refer to mostly concepts, ideas, emotions, which we can feel, but we cannot touch, we cannot see them. We cannot we can hear them, obviously, ideas, but they don't have any physical existence. So we cannot see them, that we are hearing, that the idea is coming in my mind. We cannot see this existence. And smell or taste, obviously smell we can feel by but we cannot see the smell. Taste also, for example, we have love, time, fear, freedom, डर, खौफ, आज़ादी, कैद. You are wasting your time. So we cannot see the time is wasting. Okay, and so many things we have. We have lots of examples of these kinds of nouns: truth, happiness, sadness. These all are abstract noun which we cannot see, which we cannot touch. Sometimes we can feel them, but they don't have any physical existence to touch them, to see them. Okay, they are invisible. Then we have number 4 kind, material noun. Refers to the things which is made up of any material or substance. Means they are touchable, they have the physical existence, we can see them, we can hold them, because they are the things which are made up of any kind of material or substance, like books, because it is made they are made up of paper. Okay, paper is a a transformed form of wood. You people know that all the papers are extracted from the wood, from the trees. Okay, जब हम tree को काटते हैं, then we get the transformation of these tree, and then we get the paper. And by the paper, when we collect all the papers, combine them, bind them, then we get the book or copies. Then we have material of plastic. Okay, we are having mobile phones of metallic body, also of plastic body also, and the keypads of rubber also in the old mobiles. Then we have bottles of plastic. Then we have plastic shoppers, bags. These all are made up of material. Okay, for example, wood chair or wooden chair, you may say, plastic chair. Okay, gold bangles, iron rods. These all are things which are made up of material or any kind of substance. Okay, substance means you may say, you can touch them, you can see them, like water. Okay, water is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen. When hydrogen and oxygen combines, it makes water, and we can touch it, we can feel it, we can see it. So it is also material noun which is made up of any substance. Okay, then we have different kinds of things you may have in front of you right now also. If you see around yourself, that you can have so many material things in your room, like furniture, which is made up of wood. You have bed sheets, pillow covers, these all are made up of cotton or any kind of thread material. It is also that, so it means all these things by the name also, it is also clear that material noun is the name of all the things which are made up of any kind of material or substance. Okay. Now we have number 5, which is collective noun. Refers to a set of people, animals or things. Means it is a set of people, animals or things. It is a group of people or animal or things. Okay, they are often followed by of, means the collective noun, the word which we are using as a collective noun, it is followed by of. After that noun we use of plus plural noun. Then we have the word or noun which will be in plural form. It will not be in a single form, it will be in a plural form. As I told you when we were having the lecture of parts of speech, that it is a collection. By the name it is also shown that these nouns or these names are the collection of homogeneous thing. Homogeneous thing means which are having the same kind. Like if I am making a collection or a group of books, then all the books will be of same kind. This is a pile of class 7B English language copies. So the homogeneous things are, it is from class 7G. The copies are of the same subject, the same class. If I am calling that only girls copies should be on my desk, okay, so it is also a pile of a homogeneous kind of copies. How many things are similar to them? That all the copies are belongs to girl, all the copies are having the same subject, and all the copies are from class 7G. I don't need any other class copy. Okay, so homogeneous things are, they are having the particular, they are having similar features. Every copy has the same feature. ओके ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आई एम कॉलिंग 2-3 लैंग्वेज एंड 2-3 लिटरेचर देन 2-3 साइंस कॉपीज, इट इज अ पाइल ऑफ, नो, it will not be the collective noun. Okay, or if it is a collective noun, then there must be one thing which is homogeneous, which will be similar, that it is from the same class, or it will be from all the girls only or all the boys only. There must be similar things, then I will call it the collective noun. There must be a one similar thing, otherwise it will not be collective noun. Okay, so the collective noun is a group, is a set of people, animals or things which are having same features. Similarity must be there, at least one similarity should be there. They are often followed by of, means in between of collective noun and plural noun there is a of. Okay, we are having, for example, we are having bunch of flowers, so the bunch is collective noun because we are having same kind of thing in this bunch. Okay, of, it is followed by of, means this is the collective noun. Bunch is a collective noun which is followed by of, and after of we have plural noun which is flowers. All the things which are having in my bunch, they all are flowers. There will be no any other kind of thing, like toffees will not be there, candies will not be there in the bunch. There will no there won't be any fruit or any vegetable or any type of thing, but this is a bunch of flowers only. Okay, so the similarity is there are only flowers over there. Maybe they are some are having yellow color, some are having red, blue, orange. They are mixed in color, but all are flowers, so it will be the collective noun. Examples: team of players, all the players will combine in a group or in a set, then it will be called team. Pile of books, as I gave you example. Flock of birds, the collection of birds is called flock. What is the similarity? That all in the flock, in this group, there are only birds. Okay, no animal will be there, then it will not be called flock. Then bunch of flowers again. Okay, so collective nouns, we call them, we are why we are not having bunches of flowers here? Because it's a single bunch, तो एक ही है, pile तो एक ही है. In the pile, in the bunch, we are having different, we are having so many flowers, or in the pile we are having so many copies. Okay, so plural s or es will be added here with the plural noun, but collective noun will be single, will be in one unit. We call it one unit. This is a bunch of flowers, this is a pile of language copies. A means singular noun, so bunch will be singular, but it is followed by of, and plus you are having the plural noun at the end, so we will add plural here, not bunches of flowers. Okay, bunch will be, the collective noun will be singular always. See, this is the list of collective noun. Here is a list of some collective nouns that are used frequently, and you need to learn them all to make them in your, to use them in your own sentences. You have to learn this all list so that you may have different kinds of sentences having collective noun. Number one, a band of musicians. When all the musicians combined, the group of musicians called a band of musicians. Always we will use article a and here before the collective noun word. Then the bouquet of flower, bunch of flowers ho ya bouquet of flower ho, they are same. A bench of judges means there is a bench, all the judges were there, only the judges over there. Okay, the bundle of sticks, when you combine with the with any ribbon, when you combine lots of sticks, then it will be called bundle of sticks. So all the, what is the similarity? That all the sticks are there. Okay, no leaf will be there, no flower will be there, only sticks will be there. A troop of monkey or lions. Okay, it can be a group of monkeys, it can be a group of lions, but the group will be called troop. A clump of trees, again, it is called a group of trees. Okay, a tuft of trees, the same meaning. Clump of trees, it's a group, it's a combination of trees. A flock of sheep of bird means if there is a flock of sheep, then only sheep will be there, only all the sheep will be there. Or it will, if it is a flock of birds, then only birds will be over there, no other animal or no other kind of thing or animal will be there. The constellation of flowers, the constellation of stars, when there is a group of stars on the sky, okay, the similarity is all the stars are there, then it is called constellation. जिसे हम कहते हैं सितारों का झुरमट उर्दू में जिसको कहा जाता है, then it is called constellation of stars. The fleet of ships or fleet of cars, you may say. The shoal of fish, there is a group of fishes. A herd of cattle or buffalo. Herd means मवेशी जिसको हम कहते हैं, तो this is called this, it can be a herd of cattle or buffaloes, both are same. Then we have baby of girls, there is a group of girls, all the girls will be there, no boy or no lady, no, nothing, no one will be there except girls. An army of soldiers, okay, when all the soldiers are combined, it is called army. Then we have a crew of soldiers, okay, a board of directors, a bunch of keys, bananas, grapes, a team of oxen players. So these all are the examples of collective nouns. Now this is the sixth kind, which is countable noun. Have a singular and plural form. It can be singular or it can be plural, and can be used with a number or a n before it. Whenever you are using a noun which is countable, we will use a or n with them. Articles always before the noun. Articles are always placed before the noun. They are sometimes called count nouns. Okay, countable nouns are also called count nouns. Okay, examples: a car, which is countable. Okay, we can count them. Our desk, an apple, a house, a bike, etc. All the countable things: a copy, a book, okay, a house, um, so many things you are having in front of you right now. So these all are countable. If they are countable, they are also called count noun, and we place a or n before these nouns. Then we have uncountable noun. Cannot be counted. They cannot be counted. They are measured. Okay, इनको तोला जाता है, गिना नहीं जा सकता. They often refer to substance, liquid, and abstract ideas. I have so many ideas in my mind. Okay, I have a lot of. You can say I have lot of mango juice. I have so much. Uh, not so many are countables and much are uncountable. They are sometimes called mass nouns. Jaise countable nouns are also called count nouns. Uncountable nouns are also called mass nouns. Example: milk, we cannot count the milk. Okay, हम milk को count नहीं कर सकते. Air, we cannot count the air. Okay, happiness, rice and salt, they are also measured. They are not count. Ek chawal, do chawal, teen chawal, no, we can't count them. They are only measured. 1 kg of rice, okay, 5 kg pack of rice. Okay, so these are called uncountable and countable nouns. Countable nouns which are countable, which we can count, and uncountable are those which we cannot count. Countable are also called count nouns. Uncountable are also known as mass nouns. These are some different things according to their kinds, like bun, sandwich, apple, orange, salad, eggs, fries. They are visibly countable. We can count them. ये अलग अलग नजर आते हैं. Okay, we can count them. Then uncountable, like bread. अब आप कहेंगे bread तो we can count bread. No, it is also measured. Okay, they are mass nouns. They are made up of substance. Fruit means फल. अगर एक केला है, it is countable, but they are fruit. It's a basket of fruit, you may say. Okay, there are different fruit in it. Phal, they are uncountable. Juice, which is measured. Meat, which is measured, they are not counted. Cereals, jam, flour, sugar, coffee, these all are measurable things. Okay, they are not countable things, they are uncountable things. So we are having this all kinds of nouns. Like we have common noun, which are used, the words which we use generally commonly. Proper nouns, all those common nouns have their own specific names. So these are called proper noun. Then we have abstract noun. Abstract noun are those noun which are you can say, which are physically don't have any body, which we cannot touch, we cannot see, we cannot have their physical existence. Okay, then we have material noun, all those nouns which are made up of any material or substance. These are all these all are called material noun. Then we have collective noun, like this is a group of homogeneous thing, only one kind of thing, or you may say there must be a one similarity in all the things. This is called collective noun, which is followed by of, means the collective word, the collective noun is followed by of, and there must be a plural noun after of. Then we have this list, countable, or all the nouns which we can count, these all are countable nouns, and all those things which we can't count or we measure them, these all are uncountable nouns. And at the end you also having this countable and uncountable things. Now if you have any query, you may ask, as we are running out of time. So you can write in the chat box. I don't think so that there is any problem. It is a very simple lecture. Then also if you have any problem, then you may ask, or inshallah this video will also be uploaded on in the Google Classroom, plus your homework of learning all these definitions. Attendance आपकी mark हो जाएगी. Don't worry about the attendance. Muhammad Ali, I will mark your attendance. Okay, but you should rename your ID first. All those students who are not who haven't renamed their ID, please, your name must be there, your class with section plus your roll number must be there, and your correct roll number must be there. Okay, this is all about the kinds of noun. Now I'm signing out because the lecture is over. Learn all the definitions, okay, and with the examples. Okay, thank you all of you, thank you so much.